Good morning. We just finished our first couple meditation periods of March Meditation Month, and I wanted to give a little bit more instruction for people who might be thinking, I might want to try that, but I'm not exactly sure what to expect. So I'll give a little bit of basic meditation instruction, and then a little bit of information about what to expect if you're coming here to join us in person. All right, so the first thing is you're thinking about what to do with your body, your breath, and your mind. Those are the three things you want to pay attention to during meditation. So first, your body. When you're here, we have a variety of different options for how you sit. Anything from a meditation cushion. Look at this here, we have small and large ones. We also have stools, benches, and chairs. So the key is you want to sit in a posture that you can sustain for about 20 minutes. And whatever works best for your body, that's the best way for you to sit. So don't feel like I have to be able to get cross-legged on the floor. A stool or a chair are just fine. And if you need a couple tips of how to sit, we can go into that in more detail when you're here. We're also offering, for the first couple weeks, several hour-long workshops on how to get started, and I'll go into more detail there about some of the specifics about how to use each of those types of sitting tools. So you're in a stable, comfortable position. The second thing to think about is your breath. You want to breathe naturally in and out, so you're not trying to force anything. But over time in this process, what you should notice is that your breath will eventually slow down and get a little bit deeper. The tongue position when you sit is important for your breath. So your tongue is on the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. And that makes it a lot easier to breathe in and out through your nose. We will start off a meditation period by doing a few healing breaths, and part of that is to get the old air out of your lungs, breathe in some fresh air, and start to anchor ourselves in breath for the practice. The third thing to think about is what to do with your mind. And so within this particular type of meditation, we do both stopping and looking. In the stopping portion of the meditation, what you're really trying to do is notice the thoughts that arise and just let go of them when they arise. We all have thoughts that are regularly moving through our mind. Meditation is not about, suddenly I sit on this cushion and my mind is empty. What you will probably find is that there are all kinds of things racing through your mind. If you picture your thoughts like maybe a train running down the tracks, and the cars are open, you can see what's inside of each car, and the goal is to kind of just watch that train pass by, not to jump onto the car when you see something that looks interesting. So that's stopping. A technique when you're first beginning to help you with that is counting the breath. So you can breathe in breath, out breath, 1, in breath, out breath, 2. You go all the way to 10, and when you get to 10, you start back at 1. Or when you realize you're thinking about what you had for breakfast, or your lesson plan for the day, or whatever else is arising, smile at yourself, go back to 1 again. That's a technique to help you with stopping, with calming the mind. The second part of the meditation is looking. And for the looking piece, I'll give a guided portion to the meditation and give you something in particular to focus on. And the idea behind the looking is little by little, it starts to reshape the way we're seeing things in the world around us. So the body, the breath, and the mind. Those are the three things you're paying attention to during meditation. Again, there is an hour-long workshop offered at various times throughout this practice period, and I can give you more detailed instruction on all 3 of those during that time. Other questions you might have, so what do you wear if you're coming here in person, or even if you're joining from home? Wear something comfortable, subdued. The temperature varies if you're coming in person, so you might want to wear layers. The one thing to be aware of for in-person is we do ask people to remove your shoes when you're entering the space. A lot of us are sitting on the floor during meditation, so we'd like to keep the space clean. The space also is accessible by 3 steps, so if that is a problem for you, you'll want to join us online instead of in person. And I think that's all the basic information. So I'm going to post this video. You can ask me questions about it there. You can reach out to me via email. Your questions are welcome. Don't feel like you need to know how to do this when you first show up. And the way I know that you have questions is because you're asking them. All right, have a great day. I hope those of you who had a snow day yesterday got some much needed rest, and have a great day back at it today.